lovers, how you doing all around the globe? Welcome to Connecting the Mind and Soul. And I'm your host, Jumoke Ogunsuada. And today we're going to be talking about discussing your past with your ex. Now, someone shared a story with me of how she shared a past with a husband, and she said immediately she did that, the husband changed. And she said she went on to say how many people, a body count, how many people she has slept with, and that she's had about 2 abortions. And she said after that day, the husband started to behave in, a particular manner towards her. He snaps at every given opportunity. He stays out longer and hardly touches her. And she said she's been bothered, and she said she actually discussed it with someone who was quite older than her, and the person advised her to, be plain, have no secrets when it comes to a partner, a husband. And that was why she decided to share, because her husband have asked her a couple of times about the count and, personal questions that she had been avoiding during the courtship. And she eventually decided to share it with her husband after listening to the advice of someone who was quite older than her. But she said right now her marriage is shaking, and that she doesn't even know where it's heading to. Now, the last video I made it on maturity, and I spoke a lot about you having partners or spouses who are not mature. And for that man, I would say he's not mature, because I'm very sure he himself has a lot of body counts. And well, I don't want to be sure, but I guess according to what she also said about her husband. But then if you're sharing some secrets, if you're sharing some things, or you want to share with someone you love, it's not even necessary be them your partners, it might even be your friends. You have to understand, study who you're dealing with. Are they mature? What is the sense of reasoning like? How do they jump at conclusion? These are things you need to be you need to be sure of as either a man or a woman. And like I said in my last video, I said maturity doesn't come with age, and is not gender based. You might be wiser than your husband. You might be more mature than your husband, and same goes for the other sex. Now, there's some people who hiding things have scattered the marriage, and there's some who bearing the truth have also scattered the marriage. So it depends on who you are dealing with. Is he hot-tempered? Is he quick to judgment? Does he reason outside the box? These are things that you should ask yourself. Now, she asked me what she should do, but to me, I think this is medicine after that. But then you need a lot of patience to deal with him, because obviously your truth has overwhelmed him. Probably maybe you having an abortion is a red flag for him. Having multiple sex partner is a red flag for him. These are things that you should have known in your partner before opening your mouth. And for the new people, or for people who are just going into relationship, who are thinking of bearing it all, or newlyweds, or people who are about to get married. Now, any courtship or marriage based on lie as a foundation is quick to crumble. But at the same time, there are some truths that to be taken to the grave. Now, I'm not saying lie, I'm not saying hide. I'm saying know your partner. Put them into test. Ask questions. Know their level of maturity, their level of reasoning, before you dabble your mouth into something that might cause you a great pain in future. Now, for the young lady who reached out to me, I don't really have much to say because I don't really know who your husband is, how he is, and how how well he processes things. But the only thing I'll tell you is be patient. You've already spilled it, and there's nothing you can do about it. But then you now need to be more mature in dealing with him, in dealing with his reactions, because for every action there's a reaction. In dealing with his anger, his outburst. But then I truly hope it works out for the both of you. But I would say sit him down once again and let him understand that you just didn't want to base things on lies, and you felt it was just okay for you to be truthful, and that was your past. Everyone has a past, but then don't just make him understand that the past shouldn't ruin the future or the present. And I truly wish you well. And for everyone out there as well, I'm not saying you should lie, but I'm saying know your partner before you go about running your past to them. And until I see you next, stay blessed and stay shiny. Bye for now. And please do not forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms. It is a Connecting the Minds and Soul, which is CMS underscore with Jumoke on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And I want to say a very big thank you to V Radio for partnering with me on this. Please do well to follow them as well. It is at V Radio Media on Facebook and V Radio on the other platform, which is Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Bye. Stay blessed.